Hey guys, just running a couple of errands here, and while I'm out on the road doing that, I want to take a minute to kind of talk about something that was interesting that I had done last night. First type of trivia event that I had been involved with that was unique in this way. You know, I've done private parties and I've done public things in bars and restaurants for quite some time now, but what was different about this event last night was that I was the opening act for a live band. They had contacted me and asked me about if it was something that we could do and have a round of trivia or two before they play, and I thought it was a great idea. Would love to check it out. Figured I would love to try it to see if it was the right kind of format. I know that there's a lot of things, a lot of events that will come up where it takes some creativity to make trivia work, and this definitely took some creativity, but everybody had a really good time. The idea was that their fans would, have fun playing against them, so we called it Beat the Band. We had a great time with it. I had set up on stage and set up my equipment and had gone around with instructions, handing them out to people, left some at the door so that the doorman could, pass these along as people came through, instructions on how to connect. Worked out great. We had a bunch of teams set up, had a couple of people from my league, a couple of teams roll in and play, and they had a great time, and they're used to this regular format of going out to a normal venue that has trivia and doing it this way, but they seem to have a really, really fun time. We did 2 keypad rounds of speed quizzing of only 15 questions each, and then we followed that. We did a bonus round in the middle for the team with the lowest score on the scoreboard. I like to do that to kind of mix things up. It's just the way I do it. And we did a would you rather question for them where everybody got to vote and get some points as well. And then we did at the end a series of nearest wins questions in a little mini round of like 3 or 4, and we gave away, I think, maybe 20 points per question for that. And it was a lot of fun. People had a great time. We had the bartenders playing on a team. They had assembled a group and played as the venue. We had the band on stage, brought up a high top table. They sat there and they set up and played, and it was great. The guys from Scott on Top are great dudes. They are a fun band, and they definitely like to enjoy themselves. But basically, we created that pub trivia atmosphere right on stage, and I think that they not only got a kick out of it, I think their fans got a kick out of it too, because it kind of created this extra level of interactivity between the band and the fan, and it was sort of a unique experience. So we've already talked about it. We've got another date lined up.
Question 4. This is what we call a cryptic puzzle. I'm going to send you an image. Cryptically, what is this thing in this image? Take a look at the picture. Tell me what this is, what it's supposed to be. 10 seconds. Cryptically, what is this in this image? 1 second left. 4 teams got it right. The correct answer is D. That's a dildo. The fastest correct answer in the bonus. Evan Ferrells, they have a 10-point lead in first place right now. Let's see if we can throw them.
It was a lot of fun. It's definitely something that takes a little bit of finesse. I would. They did 2, I think they did about 2 45 or 50-minute sets. And in the middle, they took a break for about 15-20 minutes. And we had discussed after the show that maybe it would have been a good idea to stay set up and have like a lightning round right in between there where everybody plays to sort of keep everything going. And I think also what we could have done is done another bonus in that round, kept everybody connected, and had a lot of fun with it. But we'll see what happens as time goes on, and with this next event. I know the venue is really different at this next event. It's much smaller. When you get a decent sized crowd in there, you feel it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm curious to know if there's any hosts that have done any unique videos, any unique events like this where it was not really your typical trivia event where you were just doing a game show setup or something like that. But this worked really, really great, and I think that I'll probably see the guys from Scott on Top showing up at some of my regular stuff. And I said to them, one of the things I like to do, I love supporting local music. One way that I can do it that's unique is to have bands come on down and just play with the teams that I bring in, and you know, I'll use the speed quizzing software to post a flyer for their upcoming stuff or for their website or something, so that way they get a little bit more visibility and they can, you know, interact with people on this new level. And it seems like right now, when it comes to musicians, any way that you can engage an audience and show more depth than just the product and just you on stage, it adds so much more to the experience for everybody. It seems like everybody wants a little bit more, so that's a good way to go about and do it. So hopefully they'll take advantage of it, and we'll have a whole lot more fun. And I think this next show next month could be a blast, you know, and we'll see what happens. Especially with now that the league teams that were in attendance, I know they had a great time. Maybe we can, you know, get even more of them to come out next time if people start talking.
Multiple choice question, it's a little wordy. How did South Korea reportedly respond to North Korea's nuclear testing last year? Was it A, they started testing their own nuclear weapons? B, they had no response of any kind? C, they blasted cheesy pop music over the border with giant speakers? Or D, they airdropped Psy, you know, from Gangnam Style? What did they do? A, start testing their own nuclear weapons. B, no response of any kind to the South Korea testing. C, blasted cheesy pop music over the border. Or D, airdropped Psy. 5 of you got it right. One team did go wide. The correct answer is C, they blasted cheesy pop music over the border with giant speakers. The fastest correct answer, and the bonus goes Bears, Rhino, Grizzly Bears. Grizzly Bears, welcome. You guys tied it up. No, you stole in first place. Well done. We'll move on. Question number 3. Music history, we'll say. Tony Basil was David Bowie's choreographer on the Diamond Dogs tour back in 1974. She went on to have a hit in 82 with what catchy song? Tony Basil was David Bowie's choreographer on his Diamond Dogs tour back in 74. She went on to have a hit in 82 with what catchy song? We have one team got it right. The correct answer is M. It's Mickey. Hey Mickey, you so fine. Oh, the title is M. It's Mickey. You guys are wedding DJs. You should know this shit.
We did. We put it.
4 teams got it right. The correct answer is D. It is Dave Grohl. The fastest correct answer. And the bonus for that, Scott on top. Scott on top with the first speed bonus of the night. Well done, guys. Well done. Here we go. Question 7, image on the way. Which music service uses the logo I'm showing you on your screen in just a minute? Which music service uses this logo that you're about to see? You've got 10 seconds, buoy. What's the music service that uses that logo? Five teams got it right. Correct answer S, it's SoundCloud, of course. The fastest correct answer in the bonus for that one goes F and Ferals. We're going to move on. Question 8. Picture question, image on the way. Another cryptic clue. Tell me what this is in this image from the cryptic clue I'm about to show you. Just identify what it is. I'm sure you guys are familiar for it. I told you, this was not your typical trivia. Eight teams answering correctly. The correct answer is C. Of course, that is a camel toe. The fastest correct answer, and the bonus. Get those words! Evan Fells once again. Oh my goodness. Question 9. Image on the way. This meme was recently shared by me on social media. It references 2 films. One of them is obviously Scarface, but what is the second? One of the movies referenced in this meme is obviously Scarface, but what is the second? 6 teams getting that one right. The correct answer is F, it is frozen. The fastest correct answer in the bonus for that. You want to build a snowman? Bill Clinton, Saks Life, well done, you get 5 points. Let's move on to question number 10.